Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to The Witcher Wild Hunt for what is our relaxed playthrough of the game. Good evening, I hope you're well. I hope your weekend has started the way you wanted it to. We're back this evening for 2 hours as we continue on our journey. Now, a few things have happened since our last stream. So, to start with, we was meant to stream this Thursday evening, and I received an email from YouTube. All official, it was an official email as well, I did check. Stating that we'd been demonetized for reused content. And the only way to appeal it is to make a video. Now, this didn't help the fact that I was starting to lose my voice anyway at that point after the morning stream. I was struggling a little bit, but you know, I kind of persevered and was planning to stream that evening until I got this email. And I thought, I've got to do it now, because it's in my head. And if I don't, I won't say what I want to say, if that makes sense. It was more, okay, I've seen the email, I've read their reasons. They don't actually give you many reasons. It just says reuse content, check out policies. There's no reasons behind it. But because I had all these things going from my head, I just thought, right, I've got to do it now. If I don't do it now, I won't get my point across the way I wanted to. So, we cancelled the evening stream of The Witcher, so I could focus on the appeal video, which I did. In between coughing and everything else, and then woke up Friday morning to an email from YouTube saying your appeal has been successful. Well, my appeal video didn't go into till 11 o'clock in the evening my time, so the fact that I got an email at 6:30 in the morning saying yeah, all good, very, very weird, but it's done. We are back in the partner program. Not that it made much difference to us, to be fair. It's not something we've ever really focused on, but it was just one of those frustrations I could have done without. And then Friday morning, I was coughing, struggling to talk, and it just wasn't worth trying to stream to you guys and not being able to talk. I just thought, you're not going to enjoy it if I'm not talking properly, and it's just going to be me coughing all the time. It's not going to be fun for anyone. So I'm just checking sound. So the decision was made not to stream yesterday morning. But I always planned to be back tonight as long as the coughing had stopped, and to be fair, it has near enough. So we are good to go again. Now, aside from that, the only other thing to say is there will be a channel update video Monday morning. Monday morning channel update. That explains some of the stuff that's happening over the next week or two, because Easter holidays. The streaming schedule for next week is very minimal. If you guys have been with the channel a while, you'll know holidays for us, we don't stream as much, we can't. But we might add streams in that aren't on the schedule depending on different things, so hopefully we'll have a few extras. If you weren't here for last Tuesday evening's live stream, I'll catch on what we did. So we raided Whoreson's arena with Dijkstra's men. They all got killed, which was quite amusing. All the dwarfs got killed out of nowhere. We were left to fight alone. We managed to do so. We then headed to a mage's old estate, found a dungeon full of cheese. Yes, cheese. Before finding a lesser vampire. Now, a lesser vampire who was being attacked or being taken on by Lambert, who's a witcher. And we learned a bit more about his reasons for being in Novigrad. And that's where we left it in the last stream, which was Tuesday evening. So, on to tonight. We continue on.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Karim Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Karim Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Okay, so we ended Tuesday evening stream. It's alright, my screen's being a bit weird in terms of what it's showing me. I'm missing it. I don't know what it is I'm missing, but on my screen there is normally a little bit of extra information that I can't currently see. But I can't tell you what it normally is because I can't remember, but I swear there's something else meant to be there. Anyway. So we are here to talk to Dijkstra about Whoreson's ties to the Redanians that we found out after taking out the arena. This is part of several quests. So we have Git Junior, which is a main story mission. And this is part of that. We were also in the middle of doing a secondary quest, which was the Gangs of Novigrad. Once I find it. We may have finished the gangs, but I think we did finish the gangs. But the Gangs of Novigrad actually cleared some of the locations for Git Junior for us. So that cleared the arena, and it cleared the casino as a side mission. So that has led us to this information about Whoreson and his ties to Redanians. And then after that, Whoreson Junior's hideout, and then this main story will be over, I assume. I don't know where it's going to move on from there. Obviously, once it's done, Skellige is next at level 16. Before we do that, we will be looking at some of the side missions that are lower than that. Going with the lowest, you're looking at a matter of life and death. Triss Marigold. Fencing lessons. We need to go back to that woman that was trying it on with us. Not worried about Fist of Fury. May go and do that. Following the thread. We've got to have a look at that at some point. It's not a massive one. This was when we met Lambert, and he wants us to go and meet him elsewhere now. But I think he's in Skellige, so we won't be heading there yet anyway. And Witcher contracts. Popster, good evening. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound too bad. The coughing stopped, which is the bonus. Every time I coughed, it sends. I'm about to cough then. It makes my back spasm, which makes things even worse. We have got a Swamp Thing to go back for, but we're in no rush for that. The only other one, actually, is the Elusive Thief. We're going to do that at some point. So we've got a few things to do, but we're going to start by talking to Dijkstra about Whoreson, and then hopefully go and find Whoreson Junior. Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated. How are you today, there, Popster? Hope you're well. Gear-wise, I don't think we changed anything. We did pick up some weird swords and things that we haven't managed to use yet. Armor-wise, we got some bits and pieces. Don't think we've changed anything from before, to be fair. I don't think we're dressed any different. I do want to change that top. It's horrible, but for someone that doesn't care about cosmetics, it kind of bugs me when they're wearing tops like that, to be fair. Right, back into the bathhouse. We're not going to ignore the guy there and go straight for Dijkstra and tell him about Whoreson's ties to the Redanians. That's the plan.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
You're really good right now. I see what you mean, your grammar level not working. But at least you're good for today. That's the main thing, Popster, isn't it? That's the important thing.
Wiley, Whoreson Junior. He's working with Radovid.
Huh? If this is reliable information, Whoreson's neck deep in shit.
Yeah, got it from a reliable source.
Source seems reliable.
It would certainly explain how he had the nerve to break with the Big Four.
We want Dijkstra to trust us. It's better to have him on side than not. Again, we all know that conversations in this matter,
but you do.
and actions do matter as well, and things can go badly wrong very quickly.
Of the Blue Stripes. Ring a bell.
So I'd rather have him on
He's holed up
side.
with his men in a camp near Oxenford. Pay him a visit.
Okay,
Sure
he wants us to go to Oxenford.
least.
So this is before we find Junior's hideout. This is still the main story mission. He wants us to go and speak while we're here. I'm licking all the plants. Well, I'm amazed we don't get told off for that. I really am. Yeah, just like Plants Vs. 1 again. Oh, you remember we didn't like it. Why didn't you like it? I actually don't remember. I remember a bit of the story and bits and pieces. I remember the ending more than anything else. The Altair climbing speed. Okay. It's really slow, isn't it, if I remember correctly? It's been such a long time since I played it. Yeah, it's... I want to play it again, I really do. It's something I definitely want to do on the channel again. But it's going to be a case of we've got to wait and see if it ever comes to PlayStation as the first gamer game. That's the only thing. I think currently you can get it on the PS3. My words aren't coming out. I think you can get it on the PS3, and that's it currently. And they were talking about a remaster last year for the anniversary, and it never happened. It was all a big rumour that never came through, unfortunately. But it would have been nice. We're going to get to the fast travel point in Hierarch Square, head to the wheat fields, and head south from there. I think that's the quickest way, or we could go Novigrad Gate. One of the two. It doesn't matter which one. Let's make it to there, though, first. The story's good and all. Assassin's Creed 2 and above is a lot faster. Yeah, I don't remember that much about it, honestly. It's because it's such a long time ago since I played it, which is rather annoying. There's some games that always stick in your head no matter what, and there's others that kind of just drift by, and that's kind of just drifted out. But then I have played a lot of games since, to be fair. So, okay, here's our fast travel point. I don't know what we're going to get from this. It may just be a talking bit, and that be it. I don't know if we're going to get any action from it. But we're heading off to see Vernon Roach. That's the plan. Do you know what? I think we're going to leave by Novigrad Gate and go on Roach that way. I think that sounds like a plan. First gave us a bunch of flags. Yes, I remember the flags. I do remember the flags. Because they weren't fun. Right, where's my Roach? We're off to see Vernon Roach. I wonder if this is why the horse is named Roach. I actually can't remember. There is a reason behind it, and I can't remember the reason. I wonder if it's named after this guy we're going to go and see. I think it's a bit too much of a coincidence, doesn't it, not to be? It'd be interesting if it was. Yeah, I do remember the flags. So I thought the feathers were annoying, to be fair, in Assassin's Creed 2, but actually the flags were worse, if I remember correctly. Oh, there's a quest here. Okay, we are just going to pick this quest up, just because it means we've got it on us. Ah, okay. I've kind of got an idea what this is going to be about. This is a beast tamer.
Interesting basilisk you've got there.
And he's got a basilisk.
Interesting. Won't see a beast like this anywhere near here.
100 per region, take the first city. The first was only 20. That was to break you in easily, wasn't it? Bet 20, nice and easy. Now it's 100. Yeah, feathers were a pain, I found. From Cockrell, they weren't fripping. They're not. So he's trying to tell these soldiers around him that the basilisk is born of a cockerel egg.
Cockerel eggs, you say?
Yeah, and what cocks they
Pigeon
are.
meshes. They pigeon meshes weren't too bad though, to be fair.
To other cocks. Eggs laid by such a cockerel must be brought to hatching by 101 venomous vipers. Then the young
This guy is full of it.
its way out.
The guy is definitely full of it. It's not even a basilisk; it's a wyvern. The chests are part of it too. Yeah, I don't. I want. It's one of those games I want to play. Do you know my overriding memory of Assassin's Creed 1 is when you leave the first region, and you're riding out into the desert, and you can see the city in the distance. That's my overriding memory.
What do I know? I'm just a witcher.
Hold on now. If that's no basilisk, but some wyvern, what did I pay for? Give me back my.
What did he pay for? I think we might have a bit of a fight in our hands here.
Watch out.
Oh, he's released it. Okay.
He's a quick devil.
Try to save the soldiers. Okay, we managed to kill it and save the soldiers at the very least.
Sword, sheath it.
Guess the cage was as
He's
fake as
telling
the
me-
basilisk.
Soldiers telling me off for having my sword out. Did we get anything for doing that, other than the wyvern materials? Did the guy run away? I think he did, didn't he?
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the Beastmaster's run away.
Sod off before I lose me patience.
They were telling us to go away. They were telling us to run the sword out. We saved their lives, but you know, we're just gonna... I'm sure it's a desert. Not necessarily desert, but sandy. Because where do you go from the first city to the second city? I can't remember what it's called, but you ride out, and it's just it's a big overriding memory for me of playing it many moons ago. But you ride out from the first place to the second, and I thought it was desert. Well, it could be wrong.
Hey-ya.
Right, let's get going to Vernon Roach after that little excursion. I had to stop and pick up the mission, see what it was. We got some new ingredients at least. I didn't actually look at really what we picked up. I probably should have done. But I'm sure it's all useful. Okay, it doesn't seem any enemies around, that's a bonus. Right, through the field. Workers are in the field. And the campsite should be nearly coming up. I'm just keeping an eye out for enemies just in case there are any wolves or anything on our tail. Yeah, it's that first ride out that I just have the overriding memory of. Because your first assassin base is in the top of a house, isn't it?
Giddy up.
I think it's on the rooftops or something. To Damascus. Yeah, it's Sandy. But it's that original ride out when you first leave the first place where you start and you ride out to probably Damascus then, and
Go.
it just that first view was always the thing that amazed me.
You and our commander.
But yeah, your first assassin's hideout is you have to go on the roofs, don't you, and then drop in. But yeah, definitely one I'd like to play again. I think a lot of these older games, you play them a second time and you don't. I don't think the memories are the same.
No,
So then, you know, the nice memories you have of these games, you play them for a second time years later, and you may not have the same emotions with it. You don't always remember them the same way. That's the problem. What do you do here?
I see. And behind you, that's a berry picker's camp?
We're,
Bird watchers.
Let me guess. That sword's in case you run into a hornbill.
No. Hornbills aren't endemic to this area. Don't migrate here either.
They're trying to be clever.
You blind, Hortensio? That's Geralt, old friend of mine.
So have you doing Assassin's Creed 2 like 10
Come
times?
in.
No, I've not heard that before. Why did you install it and uninstall it 10 times? That's mad.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
Vernon Roach, Temeria's last hope.
I wonder, is the horse named after him? I want to know now.
Temeria will rise again.
Roach, I cannot abandon them.
You can and must, because those are your orders.
They'll die, please.
We're done. Dismissed.
But arse, isn't he? He's got a very different style. Let's put it that way. He thought they bugged out and not have pulled the hidden blade out scene. Oh. You didn't know you had to press 2? Oh, wow. So you just kept thinking it bugged, so you kept on installing it. And then putting it back and reinstalling it again. It still wouldn't work. That's quite cool. I've not heard that before. That is very, very cool.
What do you do here? Hunt Scoia'tael?
You jest, right? Who cares about the Scoia'tael?
Da Vinci tricked you.
Temeria. That's what matters.
Oh, that's brilliant. I like that.
How'd you wind up here?
Came with the army, of course. Its remnants. When Nilfgaard crossed the Yaruga, I dropped everything. Threw it all away to hell and rode for the front to fight the invader. Joined the Second Temerian army under John Natalis.
So we're getting a bit of history of how these two know each other and what happened to Vernon Roach after Geld had left him previously. I think if you played the first 2 Witcher games, you might know a lot more of this history.
For 3 days.
To be fair.
They smashed us into splinters. Soon after, I heard Radovid was assembling his forces near Novigrad. That he'd promised to fight for a free north.
But I was saying earlier on, there's a channel update Monday morning, and yeah, there was a lack of live streams next week just because of Easter holidays for the next 2 weeks. And my other half didn't plan things in advance, so I can't tell anyone in advance what's happening. But we can add streams last minute if needed. Well, if possible. But we'll see how it goes. But that is the plan. I did the schedule today, ready for tomorrow, and I hate it when there's not much on there. There's plenty of daily content, but yeah, the lack of live streams is actually it's really annoying. Story energy is coming to me now. It's a bit weird to others, but I get that vibe sometimes. I know what you mean, to be fair.
Looking for Whoreson Junior.
Thank you for the like, was much appreciated.
I'm not sure why you think he might be in my camp.
Heard some birds chirping.
It's nice when any game
Got some
kind of
of the
gives you
same
that energy
friends.
from the story itself,
Both
isn't it?
seem
That's
to
the thing.
count Radovid among your allies.
These birds. They're terribly talkative. I'll need to see them. You'll have to point them out.
Meantime, Vernon, willing to help or do I need to keep looking?
As always, you've more luck than you deserve. I'm on my way to meet my Redanian contact. We're meeting near Oxenford, at a chess club.
And a chess
Thanks.
club.
Knew I could count on you.
So I guess we're riding together to Oxenford by the sounds of it. And then we're going to find out. Maybe we're not going together. Oh, we are going together. He's off. Okay. No time to look round. He's off. We're riding together to Oxenford to meet his contact at a chess club. Hopefully find out where Whoreson Junior's hideout is. That seems to be the plan. He shouldn't double cross us. He is an old friend of Gerald's, so it should be good. Should be fine, hopefully. Annoyingly, I just noticed something. Why is that not updated in the quest? Oh, it's because it's still got that bit. Let's do that. So we can actually meet him there. I thought we were riding together. But that's why we left at the same time. But it seems that we could have met him there whenever we were ready. But we're already riding with him now. I assume we'd have a conversation on the way, but obviously not. I lost him. Where's he gone? No, seriously. Oh, he's there. I wonder where he's gone. I looked away to look at chat for a second, and then he's gone. So much for me following him. Come on, Roach, catch him up. Jump the fence, Roach. Jump the fence. Oh, he won't jump the fence. I forgot he won't jump fences like that. Right, we've lost him. We've got to go and meet him ourselves now. I honestly thought they'd ride together and have a little catch-up, but obviously not the case. So let's go and meet him by the bridge. How far have we got to go? Probably quite a way, would be my suspicion. If I'd known that, I would have stayed in the camp and had a look round, but I honestly thought we was going together. Let's have a look where we're heading, shall we? No, we're actually quite near. It's actually not as bad as I thought. I thought it was a long way off, but it's not. It's okay. I still didn't check what ingredients we got after killing the wyvern for the soldiers there either, actually. I should have checked that. Okay, here he is.
My contact should be there.
Not so fast, Roach. Ready?
My contact awaits at the chess club.
I can't believe we're actually going to go to a chess club. And the one day I was getting to work in the morning, there was a tractor, which I don't know how you call it. That would trust me, it took more than half the road. That's because they're wide, aren't they? Who's the? Let's find out who the contact
Your
is
contact.
first.
Who is it?
But yeah, we have that here as well. To be
I
fair,
had nothing to do with him.
I remember being on the road when you've had police pull everyone over onto the side of the road because they've got boats coming, and the boats were massive, great yachts. I can't remember where I was when it happened, but it was, yeah, both sides of the road were cleared onto the grass verges, so this massive super yacht could come down the road. It's incredible when you see it up close, I must admit. Same as the tractors though, when they're really big. I thought he was jumping on the horse then. Right, come on Vernon, let's go. Let's go to your chess club. We're going to be eyed suspiciously, I'm pretty sure. These are witch hunters. We've killed a whole gang of these recently. Accidentally, admittedly. Oh, kind of accidentally. I kind of pushed it a little bit too far in conversation with one. And we ended up taking out their whole hideout in the end. I'm assuming that may come in conversation at some point with someone. But the witch hunters are here, so that's an issue. Truck was also kind of in the way in it since at the time we didn't have the bike race. Driving between the two, yeah, that's never fun. That sounds... It starts getting dangerous when you have to do things like that. Without getting hit by either of them. Yeah, I bet it was very close to comfort.
Checkmate.
Well, they're definitely playing chess, but that's not the contact we was expecting, I'm pretty sure.
They say it's the game of kings. That chess teaches one to think.
It is actually what they call the game of chess, to be fair.
strategically.
I still do enjoy chess, to be fair. I'm trying to teach my little boy to
What
play,
a
but he doesn't
load
have the
of
patience.
rubbish. Both sides have identical pieces. The rules stay invariably the same. How does this mirror real life?
Because you have to think 4 moves ahead.
Do you know why I play chess?
Oh, please be a funny answer. Practice for time killer for company. Should I be... Yeah, we'll go for company.
To spend time in good company?
A king cherishes no one's company.
I was trying to be funny, he obviously didn't take it that way.
To reveal the game's
So yeah, that sounds very close to comfort.
Blood thumps inside these chessmen. You need only listen.
No, I can believe that actually happened, to be fair.
Dub dub. Dub dub.
I've seen some funny April Fool's things today, though.
With life.
There was,
I take a pawn, and I hear flesh being rent. I win a piece, and I hear screams from the depths of its bowels.
Yeah, he's a bit of a twisted person, by the sounds of this.
Squeeze the
He sounds very twisted. Yeah, no, the best April Fool's joke I've seen today was from Nintendo. So the Mario movie's coming out here this week in the UK at cinemas, the new one. And Nintendo released a press release about the voices of the characters in the movie will be in the old games. So Donkey Kong will have Seth Rogen's laugh. Mario, the old Mario games, will be voiced by the current person. I can't think what his name is. Star-Lord. I can't remember the actor's name. And the amount of people that believed that it was real. That the old games would have to be the voices changed to be the new characters. Yeah, just incredible. Do you see what I mean? No.
No, I don't.
You do not, because you are not a king. Pawns see only their comrades at their sides, and their
We are
foes
not a
across
pawn,
the
we're a
field.
witcher for a start. We don't take political sides.
Has a different view of the chessboard. His greatest foes surround him. His own chessmen might trap him. And that is check and death. You see, Witcher, chess is the art of sacrificing your own pieces. Now do you see?
So I'm guessing he's killed the contact.
I think I do now.
Unimportant. Let us speak. Why have you brought the Witcher here?
I think he'd best explain.
Okay, maybe he's not. Is the king really the contact? I had no idea I was going to meet a king.
Expected a Redanian spy. Had no idea we'd be meeting a king.
When you've an opportunity to omit intermediaries, I'd suggest you avail yourself of it.
I wouldn't say Geralt as intermediaries at any meeting. If there's a meeting to be had, he's generally there. Fools would be if Nintendo gave Super Mario to PC. Yeah, I can't... I wonder if that would actually take legs. I wonder if they did that next year, say, how many people would actually believe it. Because that would be quite interesting. I bet there'd be a few, especially PC, I think, would probably say, oh yeah, of course. I think console would be a little bit more reserved about it. Whereas most stuff can play on a PC and via emulators and stuff like that. It's probably more believable for PC than console, to be fair. But that would be quite funny. There's some really good ones. I play a game called Football Manager. And every year, if you're playing it on April 1st, there's April Fools encoded into the game, and it could be a player gets injured for 12 months because they fell over a wild animal while out jogging, that stuff. And you have to send them to a specialist, and it will say, ha ha, April Fools. Or the board have given you £500 million to spend, but it's an April Fool's, you're not actually getting the money, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I do think some of them you do see on April Fool's, and you look at them and go, that's rubbish. But there's others. The Nintendo one did make me laugh. I kind of knew it wasn't true, but it made me laugh though. I think gaming does do April Fool's pretty well in general though.
I'm looking for Cyprian Wiley, Whoreson Junior. I know Redania supports him.
Why do you seek him?
It's personal.
Fair enough. I'll not pry.
That's it. He's not going to pry.
I have placed Junior in a mansion in Oxenfurt. Very few know this.
Oh, cool. Alright, we've got his hideout.
Thus, you must tell them you've come about the new whores. Junior constantly requests fresh women. I hear he doesn't treat them well.
Would you... Hang on. Why would you just give up your own guy? There's something more going on.
You just give me a man after investing coin and time in him? Can't help but wonder why.
You play on PC or just full send?
Consider it a gesture of goodwill.
Really? What game was that?
Almost. I'll expect you to return the favor.
Oh, here we go.
And also, Junior has lost his purpose. The Big Four is no more. I
always
shall
a favour
contact
for a
you to
favour, isn't
collect
it?
in due course. Now go. And you, Rose.
Well, we need him anyway, so we haven't got much choice in
We
the matter.
must speak another time.
But the fact that we're going to owe him one isn't a good thing, I'm sure. Kings make use of witches in bad ways, so it's not a good thing.
As I see it.
I know where to find Junior. Don't really care beyond that.
Geralt, come to think of it,
Okay,
I too
someone else
wanted to
needs a
ask
favour. There's always someone
I had
else.
a terrible problem with Vess. Need someone to talk some sense into her.
I don't know if anyone else
Come
is
see
into
me at the
WWE, but it's
camp.
WrestleMania tonight.
Tell you more.
Me and my little
Let me
boy are
think
watching it
about
tomorrow
it.
morning and
See
Monday
you,
morning.
Roach.
2 nights of WrestleMania. Okay, we've got to get inside this hideout.
So bored I could spew.
An eye for an eye is a new quest as well. We'll have a quick look at what that is. That's to do with... So we didn't find Whoreson Junior's hideout because we got told where it was. So it still shows as a fail, but we didn't need to do it. An eye for an eye is a new quest. I want to see the level number and also what it entails. Let's have a look. Eye for an eye. Ah, it's a low level. We've got to meet him back at his camp. There is actually now a fast travel point there, which will make things easier. So yeah, there's something he wants to talk to us about back at his hideout. So we'll try and do that as well once this main story bit's wrapped up. Because there's going to be a few missions we need to go back and do that are lower level than the next main story one, if that makes sense. That'll be the plan. In terms of Whoreson Junior, we are heading into here and we've got to find a way in. Somehow. Although we have got a way in via talking, hopefully. But the more stuff you killed, the more random hats you would get. Really? Not 200 hats at the same time. You lose all your it flexes on you and lose all your hats. That just sounds so random. I'm going this way then.
Burned all the easy to find witches already, and I could use a quickie.
Okay, so we're off to find Whoreson Junior. We know where he is. We now just need to get inside his hideout without hopefully dropping too many bodies. If we can believe what the king told us, hopefully we can talk our way in. It's always the favoured way in than fighting. We shall see.
Still not safe at night.
That ends a rat for sure.
Okay. Will we get ourselves in, or will there be more to it, I wonder? There is actually a blacksmith here. Before we go, we'll go to a blacksmith first. See what he's got. We've probably got a few things we can sell as well. Always good looking at a blacksmith every time we see one. All random spam gun. Oh, wow. Okay.
Show me what you got on offer.
It's Clown Fiesta. It's a Clown Fiesta. That's the sword we gained in the last stream. Do you know what? I can end up keeping weapons with weird names because I think they're quite cool. And I put them in our stash. I don't want to get rid of it. I know I probably should. We also worked out if you go to an armor instead of a blacksmith to sell weapons, sell armor, you only gain 2 to 4 coins more than you would have done. So sometimes it's not worth, especially if you need space and weight. We're actually okay for weight, so I'm in no rush to sell anything. But I thought while we're here, we've got this axe we can use as soon as we're level 15, which we're nearly there now. That'd be instead of our a dwarven axe. That is instead of our witcher's steel sword. It does a lot more damage. We do need to fix that actually. Could do that while we're here. But we'll be swapping to that as soon as we can because it's higher damage anyway. He has got some silver sword. Is that not the same name as that one? Erlefrad. That is the same name. That's the same sword, but it's lower type, level 14. Yeah, they're both the same. Mastercrafted silver sword and Elefrad. So that's the exact same sword as we've got that I wasn't going to sell, and now I'm kind of fancying I might because it's too common. I like swords with weird and unusual names. It's no good to us to use because it's under level. It's less damage than what we're using now, to be fair. Plus we get the sign intensity bonus currently. So it's not worth using. It is a silver sword though. And ours is a lower level, strangely. How does that work? Dennis tricked you earlier this month, rather last month. How did he trick you? What else has he got? Obviously, we've got the axe to use soon. That's required level 20. Oh, Novigrad longsword again, not really worth changing. Because we've got the axe we're going to change to. The only thing that's worth changing to is if it's something we can change to a poker. A silver sword really would be the only thing worth changing. To be fair, what have we got here? I don't use my crossbow enough to warrant upgrading it. That's got more attack power than ours. Oh, that's a better crossbow than ours, though, isn't it? Ours is a level 7. It's probably worth spending. We have got quite a bit of coin. It's probably worth spending that. I don't use my crossbow enough, but if we've got a chance of getting a better one, I might as well take it, and hopefully we'll start using it sooner rather than later. Especially when it's not that much money. What else has he got here? Parchment. Not worried about that. These are all things for crafting. So that's the craft level 18 Erlifrad, which is the sword we've currently got. I was umming about. 2 random attributes. I don't generally buy lots of these, but I wonder if we should. I don't do much crafting, but I am starting to wonder. You can generally find decent weapons. Do you know what? I'm going to buy it just because I like the name of the sword. What else we got? Level 26. A lot of these are quite late level stuff that you then go and craft, and they are generally really good. Yeah. And all the other crafting bits that we've not really bothered too much about at the minute, to be fair. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to buy from him. The only other thing I would do then is I want to fix the axe if I can. We go to repair. I want to repair this axe. 32 to repair it. We know we're going to use it. We'll repair all of our equipped stuff as well. It's good to do it as and when you can. I want to repair that. Not worried about the gloves because we are going to sell them shortly. So I think we're good. And we got the new diagram. I don't plan on making it anytime soon. We don't need to, but I don't buy diagrams very often, so I probably should so we craft more than luck of the draw and hope we find something decent a lot of the time. I think. But a lot of the time we've always managed quite well, so I'm not really worried about crafting. But it is something I think we should do more of. He started playing Assassin's Creed Unity, and now I have to play through the entire series since he couldn't stop talking about it.
You do know
to be honest, the franchise is an amazing franchise that has done really well over the years. The historical side of it as well, I think, is really good. My little boy's learning about Vikings at school, and I was able to tell him quite a lot about the Vikings via playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla and doing their discovery tour and stuff, because they all do that. They do the proper research into the game. Unity, when they made it, they actually mapped out Paris completely. So it was built from original bits of Paris. And when the what's it called? Was it the cathedral in Paris burnt down recently or badly damaged? They actually used Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Unity footage to rebuild it, to get the right details and stuff again after it was burnt down, which I thought was quite cool.
Know what they say about you lot?
But yeah, having played through the series myself, I think it's a decent one to do. Right, Whoreson henchmen are here. Can we get inside? Will they allow us in?
What do you want?
They're going to know we're a Witcher.
Whoreson Junior.
Oh, this one's got bollocks, don't he? I know you, you motherfucker. Saw you kill Olgard and Vic.
So previously we've killed a couple of people in self-defense. We only ever kill in self-defense, admittedly, unless it's a creature that's up to no good in killing people. We do spare some creatures, and he knows about this, so this is going to be an issue. Now I'll come for you. Misunderstand. Let's try and play it down. Let's try and reduce the violence a little bit.
Must be a misunderstanding.
Flank the bastard!
No, we're under attack. Ignite. Oh. Well, that's the other guy's arm chopped off. Why have I got that out? What's going on there? I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong thing and I've got my lamp out. I wonder why my lamp was out. And now I can't put it away. Don't do that. I'll put it away now. I had my magic. You've upset the guards, they might attack you. Yeah, there's the guard. I'm nearly dead, which is not good. I need to drink. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. I can't block either because I've got my lamp out and I don't know... I'm dead. I must have pressed the wrong button, my lamp's come out, and now because my lamp's there I can't block. I'm guessing we've just been knocked out. We're still alive.
Oh, in a hurry.
I was in a hurry. It's down to... Okay. I've just put mops... that's the problem with having certain things on you that you shouldn't have on you, because I've just used the last of the mold medicine. Accidentally. That's annoying. So easy to press the wrong buttons. Especially when I struggle to remember some of the buttons. Let's eat... Let's have a roasted chicken leg on. I'm taking that out the pocket as well, because I can't believe I somehow managed to get the lamp out and then couldn't defend myself. Thank you. Right, lamp's out the pocket. We don't need it. I bet the next mission we go and do, it tells us we need the lamp. But we got knocked out by the guards. They've now left us alone. And now we can get in the estate, because we found the key on the bodies.
You do know there are witch hunters in the city?
In fact, 2 keys. That's always a bonus. Thank you for the light, much appreciated. I was. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. It's quite cool, isn't it? I guess that. It's quite cool they've managed to use it, to be fair. I really liked that when I heard it.
His Majesty King Radovid is a stern ruler. Let's go inside.
We're fighting our way through the guards in here as well. At least now I can defend myself. Right, one down. I'm not doing very well at defending myself, admittedly. Get off me. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm trying to defend. Why can't I okay, for some reason I can't actually defend. Normally you can defend yourself. And for some reason I can't. And if you time it right, you actually knock them back. I'm dead. You knock them back normally when you defend yourself. You time it right. But annoyingly, I couldn't defend anything. I also don't know when the last save was. So that's really frustrating. I don't understand why I couldn't defend. Oh, okay, so the last save is back here anyway. I can defend now. For some reason, I couldn't defend and now I can. So now we can actually put up a bit of a better fight. So if you get the timing right, you actually knock them backwards, which helps as well. From behind. You've got to be careful of people flanking you though. Fire is an even up. Right, can we drink the water? Try and keep everyone on one side of us if we can, just to avoid being flanked like that. So difficult when you're against multiple enemies on this. I need to take out the guy over here because he's going to be annoying otherwise. There's someone from behind us. I knew he was. Shoot down. You have some more fire on you. Some of the kills are quite good, to be fair, like that. When it works really well. There are more guards in there. We'll be going there in a second. Let's just loot these guys before we get too far in. Let's let our health. Our health's not too bad, actually. We did a lot better now we could defend. Raid everything nearby as well. There's a guy here. Has he got anything? He has indeed. We'll have lots of money afterwards because we're going to sell loads of stuff. I'm not sure King Radovid's going to be pleased about us just breaking into here. He told us where to go and killing everyone, admittedly. At least on the radio where I work, just to be clear that it's national radio. How useful it can be. No, I'm here to take over the world. No, I completely, yeah, I think there's been a lot, well, over the years there's been a lot of bad press, hasn't there, about video games and stealing the imaginations of the youth and all that kind of stuff, and you kind of think, hang on. none of that's right, but it's because they look at some games, some of the violent games in the past, especially, has got this reputation that it's going to cause people to act a certain way. Whether that's true or not, that's just what they know and now. We're about to be attacked. I can't get out the door, can I? No. Okay. Am I seriously locked in? I think I'm locked in and I can't get out. That's locked. That's a door. Oh, I can go out now. There we go. Seems to be a few little issues with this mission for some reason. We keep getting stuck in different positions and different places. But we'll try and still do what we've got to do while we're here. Right, is everyone defeated? That we can see so far at least. But yeah, that's a bit annoying. It was in there and it wouldn't let me go out the door. And then I reapproached it after using Witcher sensors and we could leave the door. Another enemy. Come on then. You've just seen everyone else die, but if you still think you've got a chance, go for it. I think he wishes he didn't. I've missed the body. Let's go and pick the loot up from him. Can't miss loot. Loot's important. You're action-packed and mechanically demanding. Yeah, I think... Well, even before games like GTA were around, you know, there were still violent games out there. But I think, obviously, internet and stuff, the media has allowed people to know more about different games, I think. It's easier for people to put their opinions together, isn't it, now, than it used to be. And all that plays a part in giving this negative publicity to gaming. Plus, you had, during the late 2000s, 2010s onwards kind of thing, you had that laziness kind of come out, where people were talking about anyone that gamed as being a waste of time, and before esports really came a thing, that people were wasting their lives playing games all the time. And that seems to have gone away a little bit because of esports taking off a lot more. But I think a lot of that still, negative publicity still exists.
Degenerate. He so much as touched Ciri, he'll pay.
Okay, so this is Whoreson Junior's doing by looks a bit of his whores, which is why we were meant to be here to say about, we'll bring a new one for him because he doesn't treat him very well. This is what he does to women by looks of things. Thanks for the like, was much appreciated. Has to be sealed off to read it. Oh no, absolutely, I agree with you. It's always whenever there's something bad happening in the world and it was caused by a child that plays video games a lot and people have mentioned it to the press, that then just jumped on, oh, it must be the gaming. But we had it with laziness and stuff the last few years. And the rise in obesity was put down to gaming as well at one point. It's ridiculous. Geralt teaching him a bit of a lesson there for what he's done. Also, we need information out of him, so we can't hurt him too much.
No one's coming.
And King Manavid allowed us to go after him.
Stop!
Geralt's anger's getting the better of him a little bit there.
What? What do you want?
I'm here to kill you. I've come to talk. I've kind of come to do both, to be fair.
Hello,
go for talk
Junior.
first.
I've come to talk.
Doesn't mean we won't kill you. Does not mean we won't kill you. It's like games don't cause that much change in a person. No, they don't. I think you're right. Psychologically, they don't. I think that was the big worry of VR as well, was how many people play VR and think it's real. Graphically, it's only just starting now to get realistic. In civilian world anyway. The military, they used it years ago and it was realistic then.
Ashen-haired with a sword on her back, just like me.
But yeah, it's only just starting to get realistic now. So there was a worry that that was going to make people not be able to tell the difference between real life and VR. that's been a worry for quite a while. So, yeah, I don't know. There's no way of changing people's minds about it, though, either, I don't think, because people are now stuck in one camp or the other. That's the thing. Let me tell you why you shouldn't lie. Let's do that
Pay
first.
attention now. You'll tell the truth. Want to know why?
I won't lie. Honest.
Took me a long time to find you. Wasn't an easy road.
You didn't play VR. No, I don't play VR, to be fair.
Had to kill a lot of people along the way.
You need to move
Some
too
of them
much.
tried to cheat me.
I can't
Some
physically
tried
do
to
it.
lie. I didn't like it one bit. I feel like one more lie'd be the last bitter drop in a chalice full of sorrow.
One last lie, be the last bitter drop in a chalice full of
I'd
sorrow.
do something I would later regret.
That's deep.
Now you know why you can't lie to me?
Yes.
Good.
That's why they called it the old days, gold days. I've not heard them called gold days before. Just, back in my time, back in my day. I feel old saying that.
How the ashen-haired
back in the old days.
Ended up meeting you and what happened to her.
What happened to her? She attacked me.
Good.
Lie one more time, and I'll cut your balls off.
Why is he laughing?
We'd made a deal. I was to repair their magic filler, that girl and the songster were to bring me Siggy Reuven's treasure. They didn't, so I might have flown off the handle a bit, I admit.
What did you do?
I nabbed their flunky, Dodo, and waited for them to come for him. Look, this.
Where is
Here's
Dandelion?
what they wanted fixed.
A phylactery? You can fix something like this?
Not me. I know a guy.
So he is still useless to us, other than information.
Wasting my time, Junior. I need details.
I'll tell you all. Just the way it happened.
Has there actually been deaths by video games then? I don't remember hearing of any. So we've gone back a few weeks earlier. This is going to be Ciri and seeing it from her eyes and her point of view.
Got a bad feeling about this.
And Dandelion, well, there's Dandelion, good old Dandelion.
Dudu in Whoreson Junior's hands, you know that.
I know, but my gut can't be reasoned with, and no amount of sympathy I feel can silence it.
In fact, that's not Dandelion, is it? Because they were talking about, I don't know, I'm confused now. We'll manage this.
Cheer up. We can manage this, I'm certain.
Famous last words.
Poor times,
right there.
the game wasn't actually responsible.
Room on the top
rather
floor.
just poor timings. That's probably more of a coincidence, isn't it?
Wait for me in front of Junior's house. And I know it's difficult, but do try to look inconspicuous.
That is Dandelion.
If they hurt you, Whoreson will pay.
I'm pretty sure that is Dandelion.
I must climb onto the roof.
Right, we're now Ciri, so obviously certain things we can't do as we could with Geralt. She only has one sword, and she doesn't have the Witcher abilities that we're used to using with Igni and things as Geralt does. So she has a little bit of a different play style. Okay.
Room on the top floor. One with the balcony.
We're looking for the room with the balcony. This is her visiting Whoreson Junior, who we're actually beating up in his room at the minute. So this is why we're seeing this story from their point of view of what happened, really. There's the balcony.
There's the balcony. Let's see what's inside.
And now, my dear Dodo, I believe I'll try a different tool. Afraid I'm bored with this.
I was going to say that's not Dandelion. Dandelion is the other guy. That's Dodo. That's someone else.
No.
As a kid that did play a lot of online games, and sometimes I guess can't pause, and a lot of old people would be like, "Oh, just pause." Oh yeah.
So
there's always that, wasn't there? About not being able to pause online games. I don't remember. That's because of it, though.
Someone interesting. There you are. Good of you to come. I've been waiting for you.
Okay, we're fighting as Ciri.
Fucking kill you, cunt!
Each time Ciri uses her special powers, her energy declines. Some energy is restored each time you attack a foe. You gain access to Ciri's special abilities once your energy is increased to the required level. But we have got some abilities. Like that one, where we can control space and time to a degree.
Where's Reuven's treasure?
Not that we needed them. Ciri can handle herself for sure.
An eye for an eye.
They're coming!
Dudu, listen. This is what we'll do.
So they had a plan. What was their plan?
Get that fucking
She took it, so she hurt his eye the way he hurt Dodo's eye, by the looks of things. They look like they want to fight. We got to give them one. So I'll look at your reply in a second.
Get on with it. Grab the cunt.
Her dodge is brilliant, the way she dodges around people. We can loot. I don't think I get... Although we can pick up loot from the dead bodies, I don't think we get anything. It doesn't come up and tell us what we get from them, so I'm not sure how much we really gain from looting, but there we go, that's Ciri. Wasn't really a kid, he was like 19. His mum just shut the power to his room again. Oh wow. All because they turned his computer off. There was a lot of that talk about Fortnite, wasn't there? Kids addicted to it and they'd go off at their parents if they stopped them playing it or tried to get them to come off and things like that. Right, we need to be careful here. Try and get the timing there because that shield is going to be an issue if we're not careful here. We've got behind in there. Is that him down? It is. He was the guy I was worried about. Shield's always an issue. Because we managed to get to the back of him. That wasn't too bad in the end. Don't gain anything much on it because it doesn't tell you what you're actually gaining when you loot. But right, we continue downstairs. I'm guessing there's more yet. There can't be all of them. No. Come on then. As long as we keep them one side of us, it's not too bad. You just don't want to get flanked. And shield guys, obviously, we need to get to the back of, like that. That's all them down. As long as you don't get flanked, it's not too bad in terms of taking a groups on. The minute you get flanked, it's bad news. I don't know if we'll gain any of this later on, because we've gained it as Ciri. Probably not, though, my luck. No matter what happens with that cause.
Told you true.
This is a lot of times per day. Yeah, I think, I don't know, it's a weird reaction, isn't it? I'd say to my little boy to come off his iPad occasionally, because it's, you know, dinner time and stuff, if he's on that watching something or playing something with Switch. And he sometimes gets a bit of a grump, but generally, there's a reason I'm coming off. So yeah, I don't personally understand these people that kick off because they can't play something for whatever reason. But then I'm not someone who rages either, so I kind of don't understand that rage mentality that also happens to people as well. So yeah, I just think it depends on you as a person. But I don't remember a time as a kid we never really had many computers games back then. Sega Mega Drive, that kind of stuff. But I don't remember ever kicking off because I wasn't allowed to play it. Not that I can remember. I may have done. I just don't remember it.
Dudu, what happened to him?
I don't fucking know. Brick vanished. There one moment, gone the next.
Well, Ciri did say there was a plan, and she did tell Dudu what the plan was. So they had an idea of something before she was attacked.
What happened to the woman?
Fuck if I know.
Please don't help us with answers here.
Got her in the back, but she's alive, I swear it.
Oh, so she got hurt, but she's alive.
Got anything else to say?
I've told you all I know.
Can we kill him now?
You hurt the woman I'm looking for. You tortured her friend.
Because of either you get into the game like if I start to enjoy
Have I
it.
to defend myself?
I can see it from that point of view. If you're really enjoying something
Got what I
and you
deserve.
have to come off for whatever
Have
reason, I
mercy.
can understand that to a degree.
Please.
But I still wouldn't get angry about it. That's the bit I don't get. Yeah, I can see how it can be frustrating and annoying. I just don't get the anger side of it and how people react to some of these things. But that it depends on you as a person, I suppose. I've generally got a long piece of string, so I don't get frustrated easily. I don't get wound up very easily. So I think that probably comes into play as well, to be fair. Okay, decision time. He got what he deserves. Have mercy. Look at all the women he's killed. You got to die. Refuse to sully myself with your blood. No, we're killing him. I am not killing him for what he's done to all these women.
Let me tell you where things stand. I'm looking for this woman because she's like a daughter to me.
And obviously, he didn't treat her very well.
And that's why I just can't let this go.
No, no.
There we do. There we go. Whoreson Junior. We've killed him. Hasn't helped us get any closer to what answers we needed, but at the same time, we have leveled up. There's a man outside, isn't there? That's why. Is there anything else to loot in here? I was hoping we could loot Whoreson Junior's body. There's a soldier downstairs. I think that's what it is. Just going to deal with the soldier. I want to have a proper look around the house for anything we can take. I think he's coming through here. Where is he? Come on. Now he's dead. Right, let's head back upstairs and see if there's anything to loot. Can actually put our sword away now, to be fair. Always definitely worth checking what loot there is before we leave. But Whoreson Junior, he definitely didn't deserve to live after what he did. Plus, he hurt Ciri. Not just physically, but also a friend of hers. So always worth getting revenge, as far as I'm concerned. Some of us have that little tick box that just goes off. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, some people have that, don't they? Don't touch them. And someone is also raiding. Yeah, my stepson, before he went to uni and stuff, when he was at home, I remember him kind of being saying his controller was broken. And the reason it was broken, because when he got annoyed in FIFA, he would squeeze it that hard, he'd crush it. And I'm noticed seeing that happen to his controller. I was like, I don't understand why you get annoyed. Oh, the computer cheats. So it doesn't cheat, it's a computer. But he was always adamant it cheated. And that would wind him up to the point that he would squeeze the controller so much he'd crush it. It was weird. Right, anything else to loot in here? No. Definitely got to check for loot before we leave, though. Where's that door lead? That's locked, okay. Can't get through that door. Is this door locked as well? Yep, okay. We'll look at our levels and stuff in a second as well. We'll leave the area first. We need to go and tell Priscilla what happened, what we believe has happened. Dandelion. That was... Oh, we can leave this way. Right, let's get out of the estate for a start. I think that's a good plan, before any more enemies come this way. I think we should be good, though. Maybe not. Cutscene as you leave is never a good thing.
Seems you've resolved your matters. It's time you return the favour.
Oh, he wants the favour back already.
Doesn't like to wait much, does
King Radovid wants the
No,
favour.
he does not. You'll come with us.
So somebody when they do get mad, so they relax and complete something. Yeah. If it's bugging them that much, I can see that.
Decommissioned now, though.
Nice boat.
You'll need to leave your weapons if I'm to let you aboard.
Seriously?
Follow me.
We actually got to leave our weapons behind.
Ship
Right, so we've got no
funded with
weapons.
Donations from noble women. Ladies from the most prominent families gave up their jewellery.
And we're going to meet King Radovid, who we just killed his man, to be fair, so he did give him to us and allow us to do so. So this will be interesting. Let's see what King Radovid wants as a favour in return for a favour, shall we? But yeah, if something's bugging you that much that it winds you up, I can understand you need to deal with that, what's bugging you, don't you?
There you are.
Need something from me, Your Majesty?
You've never been one to mince words. Very well. Find Philippa Eilhart. That's my wish.
I don't know who Philippa
I
Eilhart
ordered her eyes
is.
gouged out once. But apparently her blindness troubles her not.
Until she was Prince of Persia. Oh, really? I don't think I've ever played it.
Hiding east of Oxenfurt.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
They
played
have
it,
further
to be fair.
established that she has magically sealed the entrance to her shelter. Entering it will be difficult.
Okay.
I believe you might succeed in doing so.
We're not a witch hunter.
Bring her to me.
That's the problem.
Alive.
Played it on your PC and your mouse and keyboard a while. Oh, so there's a lag between the inputs, then I'm assuming. So she's a mage. Oh, I'm assuming she's a witch.
Philippa Eilhart. What's she looking for here?
I suspect she wants to find her old friends. Reconvene the lodge. Perhaps she seeks revenge on me.
We're not a witch
Lady
hunter.
Eilhart is known for her persistence. At times I recall the lessons she gave me
But I
when
don't
was
know
a
if we can
child.
refuse the king either.
Her teachings as memorable
Put the
as the
labels too high.
punishment she
Oh,
meted
okay.
out.
Yeah, that
She
makes
was
sense, to be
supple
fair.
and patient in her cruelty.
Did you know that
I
was the
took
issue
her
at the
side,
time, though?
But she remains dangerous.
Or was it you just thought your timing was off?
I'd advise you to be cautious.
You die like 200 times. Yeah, I can understand the frustration that brings. Mate, King Radovid already took a site. Let me think about it. I'm not guarantee he's not going to allow me to think about it. Mages, let's see if we can convince him mages are more likely to succeed. You gave up, did you?
Magic.
But did you know it was the input
better
lag,
off
or
sending
did you
mages
think it was
after
just
her.
bad
I
timing,
agreed
or the
to the
game?
Conclave's revival. But what has this brought me? The mages at my side are mediocrities. Cowards. They couldn't hold a candle to the likes
There's no way
of
I'm messing that up that hard.
Lowenziel or Marigold.
There's
Okay.
always your witch hunters.
You are the best witch hunter. You've proven it clearly. Sheila de Tanzeville and Philippa Eilhart's plan. You were the one to foil it. I want you to finish.
So that's
what
a
you
nod to
started.
some of the
Now
previous
go
game,
to the
I believe.
mountains and bring me Philippa Eilhart.
Both, actually. Oh, okay. Doesn't look like we can say no to this request from King Radovid. So maybe it's you. There's always a point you get to, isn't there, and you realise it's actually not you. Okay. Well, we can't refuse the king. So that will be a mission we do need to do.
Your arms.
Thank you for having our weapons back.
Never seen better steel in my life. Blade must strike true, no?
It's a matter of the hand, not the steel it's holding.
That was a little dig at the soldiers, I think. Right. Let's have a look at what we're doing next first. We've got to look at skill points we did gain a level or two. And later you was like, it has to be the keyboards. Yeah. I think once you calm down, reasoning then takes over, doesn't it? But yeah, the first few times, if I was doing it, it would be, that's me with bad timing. Then after a while, when it's the same thing over and over again, you then think, maybe it's not me. So we have leveled up. We've opened a new slot here. We haven't opened a new mutagen slot yet. That's next level. But we can now put a new ability in place. So we need to decide what we want. We've got 3 points available as well. We could give ourselves another Igni, Fire Stream. It's an ultimate sign mode. But it means we'll probably lose Melt Armor. Would be my guess. Or Puppet. I'm not too worried about Puppet, to be fair. We only gained that one delusion for actually speaking to people and overriding their mind to help us more than anything else. So I'm not too worried about that. I don't know if the signs are the best way of going. The only sign I use a lot is Igni. So I'm not sure I need to have another one, to be fair. That increases Igni's intensity. That would be worth having, to be honest. We need another 5 points spent here, though, to that. What have we got alchemy-wise? Heightened tolerance. We don't really use enough potions at the minute to want that. Poison blades. So we use oils. Steady aim. Bombs. Tolerance again. Frenzy. That was not too bad. If toxicity is above 0, ours is always 0 because we don't really use potions that much. Sun and stars. Vitality increases survival instinct. See, that's not a bad one. We can increase our vitality by 15%. That's not bad. The others are to do with armors, which we haven't currently got yet, so it's not worth them. Steady shot for crossbow again. We need to use the crossbow more, but I don't. For some reason, I just don't think of it in combat. Adrenaline burst, focus, battle frenzy, combat, heavy artillery. Attack is the best defense. And let's have a look at the actual attacking ones for a second as well, because we have got the arrow one there. We can deflect arrows while parrying. We gained that last time we went up a level, to be fair, and put it in that slot. We can upgrade that. We've got 3 points. I think we should buy one of the other ones as well, to be fair. Lightning reflexes, because we could put that in the same next to the arrow one where we deflect arrows, and when we open the mutagen slot, we've got a combat mutagen. We can put that with the swords as well, and it makes us stronger combat wise. If I haven't said it already, thank you for the like, but I was much appreciated. You ran and found a weird keyboard only to find out it doesn't work. Oh, really? We can slow time while aiming the crossbow. Again, we don't use it. I need to use it more. Adrenaline point loss upon taking damage is lowered. Strong attack damage increased by 10%. I don't use the strong attack that much, to be fair. But we need to spend 2 more points to get these ones down here, to be honest. So I'm going to have to spend them on something. What have we got here? Precise blows. Increased chance of landing a fast attack critical hit by 4%. That's not bad. Crushing blows gives strong attack critical hit chance by 4%. Damage from hits received while dodging is reduced. Each bolt that hits its target adds... Okay, again bolts. I'm not really keen on that. I think we want to go for precise blows. So if we upgrade this ability another level, we are going to have to buy another one. I might take lightning reflexes for the time being, because that allows us then to put a slot into here, precise blows, to increase our chance of a critical hit by 4%. And then critical hit damage by 25% on landing a fast attack, which is generally what I generally use more than anything else, is fast attack. So I do want to put this in the slot as well. There we go. And then eventually, when we unlock this mutagen slot, which I believe is level 16, so next level up, we can put a mutagen in there. We can look at combat skills for. I'll move this one into there as well as muscle memory. I don't use heavy attack very often. I only use really fast attack generally. That's what just how the way my playstyle is at the minute. Not too sure why, to be fair. But yeah, I don't generally use heavy attack, so them going ones are kind of pointless to us. We'll look at quests in a second. Let's see what all the stuff we picked up in there. We can now use our new axe instead of our Witcher's steel sword. Obviously, we won't sell the steel sword, but it's armor piercing as well, so better against people. But we'll keep the steel sword and put it in our chest. Novigrad longsword we will go and sell as soon as we get a chance. Everything else, I think, is worse. This was a crossbow we bought, actually. We do need to equip that. There we go. We can sell that crossbow at some point. Everything else, we don't need to change. I don't think we picked any armour up, to be fair. Still want to change that top at some point. I want a witch's gear again, ideally. Didn't have a good PC at the time. Decent monitor. It came down to me playing a game. I was 60 frames per second. The game was not that old. I was struggling to run it. Oh wow. Oh, definitely a well-made investment then. If you made it to about 8-9 years, that's quite good. That's when things did last longer. Nowadays they don't last as long, do they? Crafting. I'm just looking to see if we can craft anything useful. We could potentially craft that, but I don't want to. I want Witcher gear, but I don't think I've got anything. Yeah, I've not got any Witcher gear that we can craft currently, I don't think. It's gonna be weird using an axe rather than a sword, to be fair. That's something we're gonna get used to again. Yeah, there's nothing. I was hoping we could had a witch's top, but we can't. We might have to buy a new armor top at some point whenever we find one, to be honest. So that's everything we can do currently for changing character, for upgrading ourselves. We'll give it a quick save, and then we'll look at what quest is next. Because Get Junior is now done, we need to decide where we're heading next. Skellige is the next main quest mission, which is level 16. Oh no, we need to go and do this first. The Plays the Thing in Novigrad. This is to tell Priscilla what we learned about Dudu. So we do want to do that. Priscilla is Dandelion's other half, we think. So we'll go and do that first. See what that moves us on to next. There is lower level stuff to do as well. But that should be the one I think we should do next. So we need a fast travel point, which is just down the street. And then we can head back up over here. And go there by going there. There is a mission to pick up there as well at some point. There's quite a few. There's a few notice boards and things we haven't been to yet. I'm hoping some of the side missions we have still to do, once we finish the main story mission at this level, will then allow us to go and do some of these areas we've not been to. That's my hope anyway. But this is a level 11 main story. Obviously the main story mission we were doing was a higher level, but now we're going kind of backwards a little bit. I'm guessing there's no fighting because it's lower level. That could be the other reason as well. So let's head to the square and go and see Priscilla. Online games always made you mad because at a certain point I feel like I'm bad rather than the game has no balance. I think some games are designed not to be equal, aren't they? As well, that's the thing. I've never been a fan of online gaming. I've done it, and I've played a lot of online games previously with a group of people. And I've enjoyed it whilst playing it, but I don't know, there's something about online gaming that I just don't get on with. I feel online games, generally their stories are lacking, and where for me the story is one of the most important things. I think that's why I struggle a little bit with online games. Because I just find the story is just a letdown in a lot of them.
Uncouth.
And they're all first-person shooters as well, or the majority of them are, and after a while I just don't see the point.
Darkness everywhere. I see it all around.
I get asked no end of times, should we do some online gaming together and do a video? It's like, what game do you want to play? And it's always Warzone or something like that, which I just don't have an interest in, unfortunately. Right, here's Priscilla. Let's speak to her.
I think I know how to free Dandelion.
Thanks for the like, much appreciated.
But we need Dudu. Gotta find him.
This plan? What is it?
Our Doppler friend will assume Menga's form. Order Dandelion moved.
Oh, this was it.
We can grab him on the way.
I remember this was previously talked about with as well. That's the thing.
You're his friend. Any idea where he might be hiding?
With the Doppler, the question's never where, but as whom?
Yeah. Dudu can change what he looks like as a Doppler.
With someone else. But this time he hasn't returned.
How long have you known Dudu?
Known Dudu long.
We're still trying to save Dandelion because he's our best chance of finding Ciri.
It seems he'd been circling me for some time in various forms, trying to attract my attention.
Can't blame him for making the effort.
Thank you. I failed to notice him at first. Then he decided to shoot the moon, assumed Dandelion's form.
What tipped you off? How do you know it wasn't Dandelion?
As you did enjoy online away, but still single player.
He simply spoke.
Yeah, Minecraft. I played my little boy on the Switch, and I'm playing it with him, so it's still fun in that regard of building something together, exploring together, and that kind of stuff. I'm not a fan of the style of it, I suppose, is my issue. It's an area I've not heard of. I don't think I've heard of it. It doesn't sound familiar. What's it about?
We need to convince Dudu to reveal himself. Any friends we could leave a message with, someone he trusts?
Dandelion. Irina Renard's troop, that's all really. Not certain he was friendly with anyone else. Spent dawn till dusk with the troop, on stage or in the crowd.
So I'm guessing we're looking for Irina then.
Going to the mummings.
Yes, I'm actually surprised he didn't come to us after it all happened. He certainly could have counted on the Foxen's help.
So if these mummers are ready to help...
We need only mention Dudu. Irina and company are deeply indebted to him.
Okay. What's the link?
Dudu and the mummers, how'd they meet?
That was my doing. Some opening night. Maxim lay
similar to Minecraft, but also very different in other ways. That's the best description I've heard in a long
Hard to imagine a
time.
better actor than a Doppler.
It's 2D, is it? Okay.
Himself to them just like that.
I
don't know why I've not heard of it.
Tell anyone, but Dudu and Irina took to each other completely, and right away, he fell so hopelessly in love with the theatre.
That he started performing with you.
Yeah. Now Irina feels terribly guilty. They let him put himself in danger. She can't forgive herself.
Maybe we could use a play. You know, work a message to Dudu into something. Lure him out of hiding that way.
Not a bad idea, but I doubt a few lines would suffice. Besides, do you really think Dudu whiles away his days...
Same way I've survived in building is not the most... Oh, okay.
So what do you suggest?
We must write an entire new play. From scratch. Something grand.
Yeah, it does sound
something
different.
That will grab Dudu's attention. So most
Someone was telling me the other day about DayZ, and maybe I should give that a go.
If you wish, we can start on it
bits
right
and
away.
pieces I've watched of it. It's survival, but it's online multiplayer, and it's first-person shooter style, but surviving at the same time.
Not sure I'm cut out to write a play. Maybe you're better off doing this on your own.
It's sure to go quicker if you help me. You'll see, we'll have a grand time together.
So we're going to write a play together to try and get a message to Dudu. That's the plan.
Guess we can start writing the play.
Any ideas for the plot?
Actually, I was hoping...
The key is to convince Dudu that he can rely on you, and that we wish to free Dandelion.
A Witcher
The
free.
message must be clear, though naturally woven into the play's dramaturgical essence, meaning we need an appropriate dramatic structure.
Following along.
Following along?
So we need to do a play. It's making us look good and showing that we want to save Dandelion. We'll just do a Witcher saving his poet.
More or less.
That'll do. Now to find the proper expressive form for our content. A gripping, contemporary story, that would be best. Perhaps about the condottieri of Povis. I know. Lorenzo Molla.
This is actually find the bosses. There's a lot of them. There's one boss that you have to summon throwing a voodoo doll into hell. Oh, really? Wow.
Doppler must hide and can only count on the help of his friend.
Yeah, that's very different.
Who's a Witcher, who in turn is prepared to do anything to save his daughter. No, better, his beloved. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
Sounds great.
Really think so? Lorenzo Molla. Yeah. Perhaps not. Wait, I've got it! We shall stage a story of the Urchin of Erlenwald. Secret lovers, their betrothal, a curse.
That's how you summon a class that when you beat the world of difficulty increase it a lot.
He reveals his face.
That's
He's
mad.
a monster. They're
Whoever
just
thought of that?
They want him dead, but at that instant a Witcher steps in. And everything ends splendidly. So it's settled, yeah? You wish to say something?
Do I get a say in any of this?
Will I get a say in any of this, or have you decided everything already?
Why are you cross?
All the bosses can be
It's the nature
manually
of the
spawned.
creative
Oh
process.
wow.
We toss around ideas and choose the best ones.
Meaning yours.
Yeah, hers.
You must admit I'm better acquainted with the theatre.
She just wants to write a
Naturally,
play.
I'll play a part in shaping this play. Contribute to the work as a whole.
Ton of weapons. Okay.
Dandelion will explain how
Sounds
it works
interesting.
later.
We need a good title. Venture to say that's more important than the story itself.
I've some ideas. Perhaps you can choose.
Gonna consider my opinion this time?
Of course. We're partners in this. I'm just in charge.
She's definitely in charge.
I've two really good ones. The Doppler's Salvation and A Changeling Rescued or The Witcher's Triumph. Which do you prefer?
A Doppler's Salvation will do, I think.
Let's go with the Doppler's Salvation.
Sleeping is not
It's
important.
shorter. Catch
They also spawn
problem.
randomly at night. Oh wow.
Dopplers in that story. Just a princess and a cursed urchin.
Nothing simpler. We need merely swap the Doppler in for the urchin. The message, that's what's important. A Witcher arrives and saves the Doppler. Got it?
All right. So it's a comedy.
I was thinking more along dramatic lines. But if you prefer something lighter... Listen, merely decide and I'll get to work.
We'll go for We'll go for comedy. She wants something like. There's no point in trying to convince her of everything
Very well.
else.
I must get to work. While you must pick a corner, sit down, read silently, or just think. All right?
I don't think we really gave much input into the play. Considering we're the ones trying to convince Dudu to come out of hiding.
A rhyme for Witcher?
Did Itcher?
Ugh, just keep quiet.
Yeah, Galt's not made up for making plays and writing them, is he? It's not his thing, to be fair.
Done. I could make a small masterpiece of this had I a bit more time, but...
We're fresh out of that. The hidden message to Dudu. What did you weave in?
Hidden message?
You were gonna work something in, like come to the Kingfisher at dawn, or...
That wouldn't be in keeping with the tone of the play, not at all.
Massive map to explore, it's full of
wrote
blue.
it to
Okay.
contact Dudu. That was the purpose. Fine. So how do you see this working?
I don't know. I was counting on recognizing him by his scar. Or just improvising. Shall we worry about that later?
So the whole point of
First, you
doing
must
this
take the
play
script
was
to
to get
Madame
Dudu to come out of hiding. He can help us
you know where
find
to find
Dandelion. And she's not even put that in the play itself.
Off the main square.
Join us later. See ya.
She didn't even put the bit we needed in the play. How does that work? This is the play. The Doppler Salvation is the name of the play. Witcher, to slay beasts most foul, 'twas for this I was made. A killer's my calling, not just to get paid. Perhaps Mr. Guests he hides in fear. Since men's hearts can love for changelings foster, but a heart that is base such as this knave aches. A monster is he whose shape can shift. I personally think she shouldn't quit her day job. That was horrendous. You create multiple worlds on one character and go for all of them. Ah, okay. Random world is story. That's incredible. That actually sounds really good.
Do you seek to get me drunk, sir?
Right, let's get out of here. We're going to go and take the script to Irina Renard. That's who we're heading next.
Word is there'll be a big tournament soon.
Okay, where is she? Let's see where she is. Not too far away actually, that's not too bad. That's where we're heading next then. There is also a mission on the square. What's going on here? Who do we need to talk to?
Hello?
An invitation to... Oh, it's an invitation on horse racing. Yeah, it's an invitation to horse racing. We had previously been there to do some horse racing previously. As part of a story mission as well. Quick speak to Herbalist.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm not too sure if we go back and do another horse race to be fair, but we'll think about
What
it.
have you got there?
Yeah, the fact you can make a random world just to store items is quite interesting. The reason I wanted to have a look at this guy and what he has is decoctions. There's something we do need to start using a lot more. How did we lose so much money? We had over 2,000. I didn't think I bought that much. Griffin decoction. Lesson. I don't think any of them help us actually, to be fair. Well, not as much as I thought they would.
So long.
It's much more than Minecraft, but it's not something that people would rather play. Okay. That is weird, isn't it? That it sounds like that's a lot more going for it. Especially with my limited experience of Minecraft. Playing it recently. You'd think more people would want to play something like that, to be fair. Why can't I speak to the guy doing the books? Ticket seller.
This where Madame Irina's troupe performs?
Yeah.
Don't make me pay for a ticket. There you go, we've got to pay for a ticket.
Now. Mamas are just rehearsing. Process is
The
interesting.
story behind the game. Okay.
So.
But weird that Minecraft's more popular though.
No performance. Said so yourself.
You can still get a ticket. What'll it be? Need a ticket?
50 crowns for a ticket. We haven't got a choice.
Yeah, one.
We need to get inside, so we haven't got a choice.
Just stay out of sight, eh?
Why couldn't we just alter his mind and make him let us in, I wonder? Right, where is she? Where she is, I think, in the middle.
Madam Marina, can we talk?
Geralt of Rivia. Dandelion's told us so much.
Simple, but in the game, super difficult to understand. So is it just because it's more difficult to understand then?
Here to talk about Dudu.
Let's speak in my quarters at the back of the theatre. We'll be undisturbed there. How can I help? We've not seen Dandelion or Dudu recently.
Dandelion's in trouble. Start with the obvious.
In trouble.
That much I guessed, though I am
Fight with
curious
control and
how
enjoyed
serious
it.
it is.
Okay.
Did he seduce a powerful man's wife?
I'm assuming it's only on PC.
Or did he write an offensive couplet about
Was it on
the priests of
console as well?
eternal fire?
Worse. Lots. I'm gonna try to help him. Gotta contact Dudu first.
But he's disappeared as well.
Have a plan to lure him out of hiding, but I need your help. Can I count on you?
Naturally, but what can we possibly do?
I'd like to put on a play.
Something that'll really draw the crowds.
I see. And you hope it'll get Dudu's attention as well, draw him here. So it must be an entirely new play? And who will write it?
It's already done.
Actually, she's done writing it.
You think it's on all platforms? Okay, I'll have to look for it. To Roxia, you said it was called, didn't you?
Sounds interesting.
I need to have a look at it and see what it's like.
But first we must think about getting...
Yeah, it might be an iOS. I'll have a look when I finish streaming tonight.
Ushers. Would you mind tending to these matters?
Really? Okay. How do I help you publicise the staging?
How can I help you spread the word about the premiere?
Well,
Terraria.
we'd like all the city to hear about it, so we must clearly talk to the Puffins.
Who are the
Puffins? Cool, I'll make a note of it.
Street artists. Get them to announce the premiere, and even the muscles on the harbour piling will hear about it.
Where'll I find them?
They did occupy some rooms in the Bits in a townhouse, but I can't be sure they're still there. I've not seen them in the streets lately. They may very well have hung up their body hose.
See if I can find them, and if they'll work for us.
Yeah, I made a note after stream. I'll have a look, see if I can see it, find it. A bit more information. You reckon it's going to be about €5? About $2.99 probably
to
me.
About Dopplers could be controversial, but our
thinking that's exchange rate and stuff.
Can't be sure if you've attended many performances.
No, never.
But Novigrad crowds can be particularly...
So crafting is so complex. I was there for
rotten apples, tomatoes, eggs,
okay.
that sort of thing.
Axes, butchers.
So I like things like that you really have to work for and stuff.
All right. Know anyone appropriate?
Try the dogs, perhaps. You're bound to find some men willing to do any work for a few crowns.
Okay, so we've got to get some ushers, and we've got to publicise the play that Priscilla was written.
See you then.
Our stream was like 5 to 7. Okay. So 2 things we need to do to get this play going. The optional is to recruit jugglers and form a troop with the Puffins. Let's do the optional first. The problem with optionals, if you don't do it first, sometimes it doesn't give you a chance to afterwards. So we'll do the optional first. So where are they? Just over here. So they're the ones we're going to go and see first and convince them. I can loot, but I'm not going to. Even the people in the back there were having go at us for being a witcher. It's amazingly what people say about you behind your back. Even though they know that you're dangerous, they're still willing to say it. Quite loudly as well. Oh, we're being attacked, aren't we? You really gonna attack me? I've got a new axe. I've got a new axe. You want some?
Ever fight a witcher?
I don't think they ever did fight a witcher before because they both went down pretty simply there. I always put the swords away wrong, to be fair. Right, that was some of Whoreson Junior men. It wasn't even bandits this time. That's just Whoreson Junior's men attacking us. Doesn't matter. Probably because we killed Whoreson Junior, to be fair. Okay. We'll recruit the jugglers. So they're in this building. What does that say? Puffins present concerts like private performances, amusements to children, and much more. This is going to cost us money, I'm sure of it.
Nice tune.
I don't remember spending 900 crown. Oh, crossbow, wasn't it? Probably actually.
Mood. What do you seek here?
We're looking for the puffins.
Looking for the puffins. Have I found them?
We've no coin. Leave us be.
Think there's been a mistake.
Sorry. Thought our landlord had hired another thug to collect from us.
Another thug, thanks.
Another thug? Flattered. Thanks.
Forgive us. You look threatening, and we've had our share of trouble lately.
They're going to want us to do a favour for them as well, aren't they?
We all are.
Don't want any coin from you. In fact, I'm willing to pay you, provided you agree to get the word out about Madame Irina's new play.
Oh, afraid that's impossible. Ever since we premiered our fateful ballad about Holy Hemelfart, who his faith ignores, gorges himself, diddles old whores, Fatso's gang has been
Yeah, we'll have to do with Fatso's gang then, by the sounds of it.
Fatso's gang.
Teddy, good evening, how are you?
In the church's pay. City's full of gangs like that now.
They threatened Nisa. Said they round off her pointy ears with a carving knife.
They don't let us perform. Chase away spectators, destroy our instruments. Lately they've taken to lurking outside our home. We're at wit's end, no clue what to do.
That's when you need a witcher.
They harm any of you?
No, not yet. But it's merely a question of time.
Nisa overheard talking about setting fire to something.
Well, to be fair, I'm the only one that plays with fire, so Fatso's gang, I think, are going down.
All right. Say I get Fatso and his boys to leave you alone.
You need to well to craft a sort of item to craft another one. Oh, okay, so you've got to... There is a method to it then.
Find it easy.
Come up with a plan for your gecko.
To that lot.
I'm not a great talker
anyway. Enclosing going to completely get everything moved. Oh, nice. Right, we're going to get rid of the thugs lurking outside the Puffin's house. That's the start anyway, at the very least. And then go from there. I'm assuming it's going to be that simple to get rid of this gang. Right, so where are these thugs? Time for them to go away. There's a shady individual there. It even says so above his head. It actually says shady individual. How does that work?
How dare you to say it again?
I didn't say nothing.
Who are you guys robbing now? These are bandits.
So you're the ones.
Oi, Fatso, look what we got here. Is it just me, or you got cat eyes?
We're about to kill these three, I think.
Stray cat must have fucked his
Then he spawned and formed. Oh, wow. My day's not too bad, thank you, Teddy. Not too bad at all. Decent day today, luckily.
Leave the Puffins alone.
Worms that insulted Hierarch Hemelfart, called him an whoremonger. I'd sooner snuff out the holy flame.
No, sounds like a good plan, Teddy, as well, for the gecko. It's always nice when you redo a Bavarian map.
Yeah, to play a different tune then, every time they fought.
Right. We can make them leave them alone without paying them. We can kill them. We have got high enough skill rating for delusion. I think that's the best one. I don't like killing people for the sake of killing them. They haven't actually hurt anyone as of such. If they'd hurt one of them, maybe killing them would be justified. I'm definitely not paying them. Let's see if a delusion works.
Leave the Puffins alone.
Aye, we will. Alone.
What the hell?
Black magic. He's a fucking witch. Get him!
Oh, we're fighting anyway by the looks of it. Because
time. Keep it together, legs. Killed him.
All right, enough. Damn it, enough.
oh, they're running away. Well, I killed Fatso, I believe, and the rest of them was running away.
Ah, what a sight! You really showed them. 1-2 over the back, then pow, right in the noggin.
I'll finally be able to leave my home without hiding beneath a hood. Thank you very much.
Come on, it was nothing.
Oh, it was something all
It wasn't, it was one hit.
I don't dare think we've forgotten our promise. We'll strip our voices ragged praising Irina's new play.
How much will I owe you?
Not a copper. Helped us out. See no reason why we shouldn't help you.
There we go, and that was the optional mission for this mission.
Some
quick preparations and we'll be out in the streets. Till the next.
Let's give it a try. Yeah, I'll have a look and see what it's like. Just you made it sound quite interesting, that's the thing. So, I'm definitely curious. Right, we need to head to the docks next and hire the ushers for the play. We should really look at getting rid of some of our gear as well. We've got half the space left. Where are we heading? Are we going past anywhere? All the way over there, actually. There is a blacksmith here. I'm pretty sure this is the blacksmith we can't use because we need to do something for him. But it's a higher level than what we are. So it'll be a while before we're ready to do that. I suppose we should head past our stash and dump a couple of bits in there that we want to keep. That would be worthwhile, I think. So, to do that, we need to be heading left, basically. Ignoring the pigs and head left. Check it out at least. I liked it a lot. Yeah, no, definitely sounds interesting. Takes some time to go and once you figure it out, just use music. Okay. Why is everyone screaming? I'm not sure why everyone's screaming, to be fair. Right, are we nearly to the bridge? Nearly. Straight to the bridge. We'll go to the stash first. And then from there, we'll head across. So across the bridge and we'll get to Dandelion's pub. We still haven't found Dandelion. We think we know where he is. That's why we need Dudu's help. Okay. And then we need to head into the pub just here. I'm going to store the Witcher's steel sword we were using till we change to the axe. I don't think that we'll keep with the axe very long, but while we've got it, we'll keep it as is. Just double check we haven't got anything else in the stash that's high enough level to use. No. This is my issue of keeping weaponry that has weird names. And I probably should sell half of it, especially the ones that haven't got free slots. So these, but then I can't sell stuff. Why is that crossbow unusable? Oh, level 18, we've got a new crossbow. So what I was going to keep was the Witcher's steel sword because we've swapped that out, and I was going to keep this one. I'm in two minds because I've now seen you can craft a higher level of the same sword and seen blacksmiths selling it. So I think I might not keep it. The Novigrad longsword's no good to us. But then I did keep this one. What? Oh, that's the Wild Hunt, that's why I kept it. I think we should keep the brown ones. Yellow I don't think is worth keeping. By the looks of things. We get anything else I want to put in there? We'll sell that crossbow when we get a chance to. Obviously we can put some of these bolts in. Again, we don't use them. I probably should put them in. We'll store the split bolt, and I'll probably store the tracking crossbows. Keep the other two. I need to equip them on some point. In a minute. I'll equip them in a minute, so we know we've done it. So we go to bolts. So these we'll put the 32 in. And again, I still need to make sure we're using our crossbow. It's something I don't use enough. If you plan on streaming it in the future, I could help you in some way or whatever. Okay. Well, I'll look at it first. I don't know. To look at it, I'd probably look at it on my phone or something. To be fair. But yeah, definitely. Well, I'll definitely have a look at it over the rest of the weekend anyway. And see what it's about. Well, you've made it sound quite interesting. That's the thing. Okay, we are going here. I know the blacksmiths on the way won't be open because that's the elf that we need to help, but it's a higher level mission. Otherwise I'd sell all the gear we picked off all the dead people in Whoreson Junior's hideout, so there's no point. We can't sell any of that just yet. We do need a blacksmith at some point. We've got a bit of space on us because we've got all the extra storage from the saddlebags and things like that. It's not too bad. I know I've got a habit of picking a lot of stuff up, so I have to be a little bit aware. But I think we're okay storage-wise for the time being. But if we do come across a blacksmith, or even an armourer, we will sell our stuff. I just don't want to sell it to anyone else because you won't get anything decent for it, even though Armors and blacksmiths don't give you much money anyway, to be fair. But it's better than nothing. That's the important thing. Oh, this was a blacksmith, wasn't it? This was a blacksmith we can use, though. Well, I'm sure it was. There's a blacksmith meant to be here. That is a blacksmith. Is he the one we're meant to be helping? It is, that's the guy I think we're helping. That's why he's walking around. It's not a blacksmith then. Although he is a blacksmith.
Save me.
Save you? What?
Poverty. Give us a crown. Give us a crown.
Alright, I was going to give him some money if we could, but we can't. Okay. So just up here should be the people we need to hire, like for the ushers. So where are these ushers? And hopefully they don't need something from us as well. What's the bet we need to fight for it?
Challenging me, or is it hell you want to face? A witcher.
There is a mission for doing the fist fights in different locations.
Versus primal rage.
Let's speak to him first. You from Nilfgaard?
You guys really from Nilfgaard?
We's from ploughing Metzina, damn it! Not Nilfgaard. Raised by wild hands on the windswept plains of Magdera. Brothers, forged in bloodshed. Veterans of Metzina's infamous, filthy arenas.
So they're fighters.
Who dares face the wild men of the south? Who will look the beasts in the eye?
You have places in subscription for free. Oh, okay. I'll have a look then after stream.
We're staging a play.
That's interesting. If you got a PlayStation Plus subscription,
Actually,
that'd be free.
Usher, keep the peace. Make sure no one's ass gets kicked on stage or off.
Got the wrong man. Ass kicking's what we do.
Ass kicking is what we do. What if I fight you and win? Oh, do I pay the 70 crowns or fight them and then they'll do the job if I win? I'd rather fight them for that. I don't like spending money. I think we'll fight them. Maybe it's only online. I'll have a look after stream, Popster, and see what it's like. See if it's on there as well. Zeno, good evening, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you, not too bad at all. $10 if you're buying it. Okay. So yeah, it'll be about £5 then, English money.
How about a wager? If I beat Hal, you'll come work for me, gratis.
See, Hal's no fan of mummies. Failed romance. Spare you the details. You'll need something special to convince him. Here's an idea.
Oh, we go. And take them both on. I should just paid the money.
Fight of the century. A witcher against the two-headed dragon of Metzina.
I should have just paid the money.
Oh, you'll lose. But we'll still do your little job. You'll just pay us double.
I should want so it'd be double, so 140 rather than 70. Okay, we'll fight them both.
Fine. Fight you both.
In your third play for Resident Evil 4. Wow. Is it not a long game then? PlayStation 4 edition has more features. Just read it somewhere. Okay. Okay, so we've got to pay the 140 in advance.
Double your wages.
So there we go. We should have just agreed to pay him 70 at the start. Unless we win, of course.
Got something special lined up.
No weapons, it'll be a fist fight. We need to defeat both of them at the same time. Alright, come on then, you two. He's actually blocking us there. We blocked him there. The other guy's not joining in for the minute. So while he's not coming off... Oh, of course. That's what I was afraid of, ganging up on us. The other guy's nearly down. Oh. Right, one's down. It's 1-on-1 again. Come on.
You'll never learn.
That's what I was trying to do. There we go. We defeated them both. We defeated them both in a fist fight, which means we don't pay them anything for the job. Which is always a bonus. You remember getting crushed by the eyeball twins that shoot you with lasers. Oh wow. A much longer road than usual, but I've had a lot of free time. Oh, okay, fair enough. Third playthrough though, it's incredible.
Your coin? Have it back. And don't fret, we'll get there before any of the dancing starts.
So we have our ushers. We also have the jugglers putting the word out for the play. Hopefully then, we can now get Dudu's attention. Okay, so we need to, what we'll do, we'll probably fast travel from the docks to there and then pop down there. That's probably the best bet.
My neighbour wench sold amulets to
Just to get there a little bit quicker. We've got about 15-20 minutes left in the stream. It'd be quite nice if we can get this play done. I don't know if we have to watch the play or what, so just in case. Try and get there quickly. So we've got time to get it done tonight. And see where we go from there. We still are no closer to finding Dandelion. We did find Whoreson Junior though, and he's now dead. For what he did to other people.
What's he doing here?
So that's always a bonus. We don't need to pay, so that's all good. Where is she? She's behind the stage, I think, by the looks of it. There she is. Let's have it. The job is done. All the side things she wants to do is done as well. We're in the process of unlocking professional difficulty, and that's where the real tears begin. Oh wow! So, how do you unlock the professional difficulty then? If you've already done it twice before, is there something specific you've got to do in a run through then to unlock it?
Ah, there you are.
Managed to hire some ushers.
Wonderful. That's one matter resolved.
Wanted to talk about the text itself.
It's not at all badly written. In fact, I quite like it. I was willing to relax my standards to help Dudu, but we may have something.
So Priscilla did a good job then by the sound of
I've
it.
very clear ideas who to cast as the servant, the witcher and the queen, but I'm not certain who should play the prince and the princess.
Okay.
These performances bring in much coin?
Well, it varies. On good days, the square is barely capable of accommodating everyone. Other times, we're lucky to earn a handful of coppers.
Well, I think this time you should be busy.
Of course, we shall pay you a fee as well. You're a member of the ensemble.
We're going to get paid, or even better.
Thanks.
Right, who's playing the Witcher?
Who's playing the Witcher?
An amateur. It'll be my first time working with him, but I'm confident he'll pull it off.
Newcomer to the troupe?
In a sense. Oh, stop pretending you don't know. I'm talking about...
What do you mean we're playing ourselves in the play? Not an actor, no talent.
I'm no actor. Might not have noticed, but I'm a little low on emotional
We're actually going to be in the play, supposedly.
But that's perfect. After all, you're to play the Witcher, not the princess.
Lack of emotion. Perfect for the Witcher, then.
Besides, you must appear on stage. Dudu must see you. It's the crux of this entire endeavor.
You're right. Just never thought I'd have to do something like this.
You'll be fine, dear. You need only strut on stage, great sword in hand, furl your brow, make some threatening faces, then deliver a few lines in a gravelly voice. Think you can manage?
I suppose we can. Princess?
So, about the princess. Small part, but an important one. Any idea who could play her?
Priscilla would be the obvious choice.
I'm about to give press. Oh, okay. Standard. I mean, pro mode, but you do that second one on hardcore first. Oh, wow. So is professional higher than hardcore? We're going to pick between the two of them. Priscilla to do the princess, or ask her to play it. Priscilla.
Let's have Priscilla do it. No offense, but most people...
assign greater importance to appearance than to talent. I understand.
I think we might have just upset her a little bit there, not choosing her to play the princess.
So who do you see playing the Doppler Prince?
I'm finding it hard to decide between two candidates. Abelard Ritzer would be the safer bet. He's been part of our troupe for ages, has flawless technique, but he doesn't exactly...
We don't want him if he doesn't captivate the audience.
Who's your other option?
Maxim Bollier, outstanding actor, and audiences love him.
Oh, okay. The other guy doesn't always show up sober.
Show up sober, or that he'll show up at all.
Well, if he's not going to be sober, we'll go with the first one.
Let's go with Abelard. I'll take a reliable artisan over an unpredictable artist any day.
Rightly so.
Probably hard
the
and hard,
project
it's
is
mad.
risky enough without our casting Maxim.
Total chaos. I can imagine. That's yeah. I generally don't change.
Right.
I keep on a standard difficulty. I do.
It seems so.
And I don't do New Game Plus or anything like that to make it harder. I've just got no interest in doing it once the story's done. But to actually want to go up the levels, that's incredible.
We can start now. Looked over the script out of curiosity. We can start anytime, even now.
Well, we've no time to lose. Come to the stage.
Zoltan.
What are you doing here?
Prissy told me you like to putting on a play. Were you playing the lead?
I'm not the lead.
Oh, I thought to myself, I'd sooner shave my beard than miss that. Tell me, Witcher, you going to wear hose and a codpiece?
Calm, Geralt. You must focus your mind before you go on stage.
So he's come to take the mickey out of us.
Ladies and
I can't see the play going very well, but we'll see.
most honorable citizens of the hallowed city of Novigrad, welcome. We have for you an exquisite comedy. Its title, The Doppler's Salvation. The players, Witcher Geralt as himself, Katarina as the queen, Leo Ribe as the humble servant,
It wasn't even insulting. Do you enjoy harder
appearing
choice?
as the prince, a veteran
Yeah,
of the Novigrad
that's why I like
stage,
normal difficulty though, because you can take in the story, I think, better. But I can understand you wanting to push yourself, and especially the Souls games as well.
the lovely Trabaritz with the voice of a nightingale, Priscilla.
Oh, crowd are interested. That's good. There's Dudu here. That's the whole reason for this. It's all for Dudu. This is Act 1. I've got a feeling we've got to play through this.
Majesty, the monster
He's got his own
slayer
version of that.
waits.
Okay.
Your summons he's answered and stands at the gates.
Show him in. I must speak to the man.
He seems a bit fed up.
But first, some wine to steady my hand. Witcher, your task is a matter most tender. Her monster shall show at tonight's feastly splendor. Stand guard, beware, kill the beast if he shows. Your reward you'll receive on my finest pillows.
I kill my... The slay beast most foul.
The slay beasts most foul. 'Twas for this I was made. I kill as my calling, not just to get paid.
They weren't interested at all.
He's swallowed the bait. This
There was no cheering. Why is there no cheering? I thought Geralt did really well.
reveals his true figure.
I'll believe with no mods. Okay.
The monster revealed.
It'd be crazy with mods with
Witcher
it.
shall strike. The beast will
I'm
be
interested to have a
slain.
look, to be fair.
Thrust his head on a pike.
Ah, my child will pity her love, this beast. Though at least, ere he goes, he'll enjoy a last feast.
Act 2.
Gathered are we, a host fair.
This is one of your favourite scenes, is
to
it?
celebrate this day.
We went for the actor that was trustworthy and sober. Out of the two we could choose. Perhaps miss the guest.
Perhaps midst the guests he hides, in fear.
Why is no one cheering us? I feel I'm doing really badly.
Dear, long have we hid our love's tender fires. Months we've restrained our loins.
You did hype it up a lot, but the game at least to me was brilliant.
Be Free my
It's all good. I don't, you know, everyone has their opinion of what they've enjoyed and what they haven't done, so no issue with hyping it up.
down on my knee.
It might become my new favourite game if it's that good, you know, so you never know.
Wine must we toast
It's definitely
this
interesting
moment
for what you said.
joyful, if not a foul curse shall rend your lives woeful.
Treason! 'Tis not wine, but a brew spiked with silver. My bowels contract, a foul beast to deliver.
Hark, hark, 'tis no prince, but a Doppler imposter.
That's quite cool. I don't know. Seems men's hearts.
Seems men's hearts can love, for changelings foster.
Behold, Witcher, the beast of which I spoke. Unleash your sword. Let fly the killing stroke.
Stop, stop, beast or man. 'Tis my love, my betrothed.
Sheath your blades, fear a Doppler. 'Tis a thing most foolish. Changing one's shape does not make one ghoulish. Remember, 'tis not flesh a monster makes.
But a lack of morals, but a base. That'll do.
But a heart that is base, such as in this knave aches.
Witcher, 'tis true. This wretch's foul suspicions tainted my mind with this plan so malicious. The Doppler must live. My daughter he'll wed. Beast or man, she loves him truly, without dread.
'Tis our tale's end, good folk, and its moral is this.
Show love for Dopplers.
Show love for Dopplers, as well as for fish.
The Witcher is just.
Where did the fish bit come from? I don't think I did very well.
Page. In chains you shall end.
Forgot to mention there is no tutorial to the game.
Guard! Call the
Oh,
guard!
okay, so that probably puts people off, doesn't it? Especially if it doesn't explain things properly.
Hey, hear the princess's command? Come up here.
So this is who we think Dudu is because of scar on his face. The scar on his face is his eye was taken while Whoreson Junior held him captive. So I'm guessing it's the same. That scar is why Geralt believes that's Dudu.
Don't be afraid. In the end, everyone will live happily ever after.
You kind of need someone to be at least give you some pointers. But then the first people that ever played it didn't have that ability to get pointers off anyone, did they? But there must be a learning mechanic in there somewhere.
Doppler and princess wed the same night. The servant's heart melted. He wept at the sight.
Dopplers to the stake! Burn them all! Give it a rest, mate. Can't you see it's all in fun? This is a comedy. A ghoul could play the prince. Lighten up, for God's sake.
Well, they are cheering now. Must have done a decent job in it. I think some of my decision making probably wasn't the best. But I think, all in all, it went well. And I think we've found Dudu. And we've leveled up to 16, even better. That's a new mutagen variable then as well.
Recognized me. How'd you do it?
Greetings, Dudu. Heard about
Crafting, and that's about it. Oh, really? Wow.
So, you know everything? Have you seen Ciri?
No. Still looking for her.
Geralt! Masterful! You did great. Haven't they laughed that hard in ages? Lads won't believe it when I tell them.
Explain one thing to me. How'd you and Dandelion manage to displease Reuven, Whoreson,
Then you need to figure the rest out.
at the same time?
It's not as if
Yeah, that's the bit that interests me, having to figure it out on your own is actually quite interesting, I think. You didn't contact Priscilla, why?
Why didn't you find Priscilla or the mummers? Contact them.
I came to a few performances, different shape each time, but I dared not show myself. Feared I'd put them at risk.
7-step crafting processes, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Chance to learn something, anything about Ciri and Dandelion.
I know Ciri went back to Whoreson's to get you. How'd you manage to escape?
I ran after her, wanting to keep up, but I'd have been a hindrance. She called out to me, entreated me to shapeshift and disappear. I tried to find them, Ciri and Dandelion. It was as if they turned to vapour. Fearing for my life, I shifted each day, becoming someone else. Even considered turning into Ciri to trick her pursuers, but...
Slow down, Marmalade. Geralt, when did you last see Cirilla? Been a while, hasn't it?
A while, yeah.
For me, likewise. Must be a full-grown lass by now. Dudu,
Oh, wow.
show us Ciri.
So Geralt may not have seen Ciri for that long, and he may not know what she looks like. Let's see.
Transform. Change into her.
We know what she looks like via playing as her within the game, but Geralt himself doesn't know. Obviously the eye is not right because of what's happened to him.
Both of you staring at me bug-eyed. Is that enough?
Yeah. Plenty. Bad idea.
Let's play with Geralt's head a little bit, that.
Not
First play it. I don't know what I need to do. Oh, okay.
No.
I'm dying a lot.
I feel relieved.
And Dandelion? Were you able to find him?
Witch hunters nabbed him, but there's good news too.
Menge's dead. Phone that
Menge's
first.
dead.
Ugh, a fiend. Good thing someone finally killed it, though another just as bad or worse would likely take its place.
Wouldn't be so quick to
You
assume.
figured out later you just got to difficulty number 2. Oh, okay.
What's he talking about?
We think we can free Dandelion. Just need your help.
What could I do?
Take on Menge's appearance. Then go and give the order for Dandelion to be moved to Oxenfurt.
We'll lie in ambush in a ravine en route. Spring Dandelion from the convoy when it rolls by.
Wait, not so fast. How am I to be Menge? And I've no notion where Dandelion's being held.
You need to check how many there are. Oh, so you don't know how many level difficulties there is? Okay. No one else knows Menge's dead.
No one knows Menge's dead. No need to worry about being exposed.
No one save you. Would this have anything to do with the...
There are classes that you can choose. Oh, wow. Okay. Even more interesting.
Area.
I sorely regret not seeing that.
Dandelion's on Temple Isle, imprisoned there. You'll need to find out exactly where.
But what if they grow suspicious? Start asking questions?
I'll bet my best axe no one will pester the commander of the Temple Guard.
Can be a mage or a fighter. Ah, interesting.
A Doppler and an actor, and an actor and a Doppler. Got double the spark to improvise your way out of any situation. Things get spicy, you'll just nip round the corner and transform into a buxom wench, a jackdaw, or whatever else strikes your fancy.
Of course, it's that simple. Thanks.
Listen, you'll manage. Everybody believes Menge's missing. You can make up any story you want.
My lads and me will lie in ambush in the ravine. Geralt will then join us and we'll await word from you.
But how am I to contact you as Menge? Send word that the convoy's left.
You'll need to figure that out.
They don't call like, but you do get like, artifacts and modifiers for weapons. Okay. So class will matter as well then.
Dudu, get your ass to Temple Isle. I'm off to assemble my crew. And we'll be waiting for you, Geralt.
Yeah. See you in the ravine.
Whoa, wait! Hold on! What happens after? I hope you don't expect me to continue as Menge, live like Chappelle, burning the occasional heretic to keep up appearances?
No.
Something you're doing something bad. Okay.
Time, where we'll all meet.
Seems like it's got a lot of depth by the sounds of it.
So, settled? Let's get to work.
Not bad. Not bad at all for your first time out. Just a few minor trip-ups.
I thought I did badly.
Performance in general. What did you think?
I doubt the audience understood it all, but that's to be expected. I'm just pleased the Puffins got the word out. That was quite the crowd. You were right to cast Abelard as the prince. It's likely Maxim would have shown up drunk as a fish or forgotten about the premiere altogether. Here you are.
No, that's stuff like wings and outfits you can have. Okay.
Style of mumming, well, it's quite minimalist. Did you
The customization doesn't really bother me.
Minimum expression means maximum effect. Thanks for the coin. Take care now.
So, that is that part of the mission done. We did level up again. I think we leveled up again. So we'll have a look at level. We are out of time, but I want to have a look at a couple of things before we finish for the evening. So everything catch up first. We gained 30 crowns for that performance. Right. Another 20 crowns actually. And more expensive, but I always let it catch up with itself first before we do anything else. And another 30 crowns. So that's 80 so far. So that's 100 crowns. Replace the thing updated. Complete. This is why I let it catch up, to be fair. NPC spawn that can sell you random things. And you need money. Oh, okay. Right, I think everything's caught up now. So, Opponent Under Pressure is the next mission, level 13, but I think we've got some level 12 missions to do first. Fencing lessons, matter of life and death. I try and do everything that's the lower level than the next main story mission as much as possible. An eye for an eye is lower. Redania's Most Wanted is lower level. That's going to be an interesting one. So we've got quite a few missions we need to do first. We should redo Fist of Velen, to be fair. We've got to go to Faroe Islands for Hammond as well. At some point. There's so much to do. There's so many different missions. That's just the side missions, to be fair. So the next Witcher stream, which I believe, if I remember my schedule for next week correctly, is next Saturday, a week today, as it usually is, to be fair. That'll be the next Witcher. And what we'll do one of the side missions that are level 12 as is lower than the main mission. We have got to deal with this though first. So we've got, I'm going to move that there. No, I didn't want to do that. That was wrong. I want to put that back where it was. We want to put a mutagen in this slot down here. So we can increase our vitality. We can increase our vitality, attack power, the werewolf mutagen, sign intensity, vitality, attack power, sign, vitality, sign intensity. I think we want the attack power. I think it's 5% is all we've really got, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. So our attack power is now up 15% because of these signs. When we open this bottom slot here, level 18 in 2 levels time, we'll move the swords up there, down there as well. And that will increase their attack power. So that's what you got to do is match things up to the colours to make them more effective. But they have to be in this area for them to work as well. That's the other thing. I could actually level that up. We've got an upgrade point, haven't we? Spend that upgrade point. There we go. I'll make that one stronger. So far we've got a decent amount of skills going on. I think we're doing pretty well, to be fair. Let's get it saved, as we are out of time for today. I need to catch up on what you've just said in chat as well, Pop. Give me a second, I'll catch up with it. Save. There we go. Sometimes random things happen in the world, like meteors hit the world, and the bosses get harder as time goes on. There's special chests that spawn and kill you, but if you do kill them, you get some good stuff. Okay. Definitely sounds interesting, Popstar. I'll have a look. Probably not until tomorrow, to be fair, but I'll have a look and see what it's like. It does sound interesting, bar the customization side of thing. I don't do the customization generally. But we are out of time for this evening, I'm afraid. As I said at the start of the stream, next week's schedule for live streams is very, very minimal because of Easter holidays. But there may be some last minute streams go live. I won't know those till closer to the days. It just depends on what I'm asked to organise. If they're out for the day, but she doesn't generally organise that much in advance, annoyingly. So we don't get much notice sometimes. But it is evening streams only. Currently I've scheduled Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. But we'll see how we go. I obviously can't push myself too much in the evenings because it just messes everything up for the next day. So I'm going to be a bit wary of that. There is a channel update video on Monday, 9 AM GMT. That will talk about what's coming up on the channel, the next main live stream games we're doing. because obviously there's not a vote at the minute because we've voted for Survivor to go ahead on release. We're doing the Burning Shores DLC for Forbidden West on release. So that will explain what's going on with those and what's coming after and when the next vote for Main's livestream game will be. There's a lot of that talking in there as well. And other things as well. I recorded the video for the channel update before we were demonetized the other evening and then remonetized, so it won't mention that in the slightest. Mainly because I didn't know it happened until after I recorded that. So the main thing is YouTube listened to sense, watched the appeal video and agreed with my assessment that I make my own content, so it's definitely not reused. That was the big thing. Thank you, Zeno. Thank you, much appreciated. But that is us. So have a look at the scheduled video tomorrow afternoon at 1 PM and the scheduled live post in the evening at 8 PM on the community page. There is another channel shout out next week on next Wednesday evening as well. That one has been picked out of the hat already, so that'll be live next Wednesday as well. And like I say, channel update Monday morning. Have a look if you've got a chance, so you know what's happening on the channel. Thank you, Popster, much appreciated. But that is us done for the evening. We are out of time. Thank you as always for the likes, the comments, the views and the conversation. And unless things change, we'll be back with you Thursday evening for Gotham Arkham City as we continue that. That'll be the plan. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll enjoy watching WrestleMania tomorrow morning. Have a good one and we'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.